vlog, and I'm going to be talking about transportation. I guess I've been taking the Didi and Uber, which are two applications I've been using a lot lately, especially this time. My car hasn't been working at all. I took it to the mechanic and I took it all over the place. It has electronic problems, and unfortunately I cannot fix those problems because I have to fix the paperwork first, and it's a lot of stuff going on with that. But I'm kind of frustrated about it because I really want to drive and go out, and the person who sold me this car, as I mentioned in the last video, ended up being a really horrible fraud. So I have to take care of all the legal tramits. And going back to the subject about transportation, what would be your favorite way of getting to places? I mean, for me, back from the pandemic, I used to take the bus a lot. The bus everywhere. I remember I used to be a really street person. I used to go out all the time, and I was basically on the streets like all the time. Or I would take I really wanted to show you guys my Muni disabled bus pass when I was living back in California. I wanted to show you my disability card, but I cannot find it. And there's a lot of pictures I wanted to show, but I have them all in California, and I can't. I don't think I'm ever going back there anyways, but I wanted to show you all my pictures, but I don't have them. But yeah, I remember the subway, and I especially remember the metro back then. And I know, like back then, people weren't so paranoid, and there wasn't all this COVID fear going on, and the masks and all that. But yeah, I used to like. I didn't like it. I used to ride them a lot, and I guess driving. I always knew how to drive since I was like 17 or 16, I guess. But it's not something I would do frequently, because when in LA you have to have a car. It's like a must. You must have a car in LA and in Southern California growing up, and it was kind of like a bummer, like taking my mom having to take me all over the places and being stuck on traffic. And I really didn't like that ideology of having to drive all the time to get to places, and just having a license. And oh my God, if I were to tell you, I failed my driving test in Southern California, in the States, like thousands and thousands of times. I can't even remember, but oh my God, I failed my driving exam. I feel like SpongeBob, like, I don't know, like literally, like he would have to take his bicycle and all over the place, and that's how I felt, like literally, like I couldn't pass the driving test. And it was so funny because it doesn't matter what race or what ethnicity or what person, it would always be someone telling me in the DMV, you didn't pass your driving test. That's what they would say to me. And I didn't even have a car. I mean, like, I was gonna be like the driver's, I guess, like the person who would transport from a band, because I was in a music band. I don't know what I was doing, but I was gonna be I was transport the band, and that fortunately that didn't happen. I was just kidding around. I guess they took it seriously, and yeah. So yeah, I was like, when I was 7 years old, I wanted to really learn how to ride a bicycle, and it was like a steep street, and I didn't know how to put the brakes on the bicycle, like the pallets. I don't know what they're called. You know what they're? I'm so sorry. Like that thing you use to stop a bicycle, and my mom told me, stop, you need to learn how to use the bicycle brakes. I don't know if it was, I couldn't stop, and the bicycle just kept going and going, and I hit my head really badly. That was like, I think I was 8 or 7 years old. I don't know how old I was. That was like a long time ago. But yeah, like, then there's the subway and the train. I mean, I'm planning. I want to go to Mexico City once I'm cured from my condition, my neuropathy, and all that, as I mentioned in my other videos. But I want to learn how to take the subway. I guess it would be like fun, but it's really, really dangerous here because Mexico City is not the same as the United States. And I know the United States has pretty crazy people, I know, but yeah, like I hear some pretty like really I guess in the buses and trains and all that in general, I guess kind of creepy stuff does happen. I'm not gonna get too much into detail in that information, but it is pretty scary in general. I had some pretty horrible stuff happen to me while I was on the subway or in the metro. That was back in San Francisco in the old days. Like I've seen like blood, and I've seen like people throwing up, and even like saying verbal harassment to each. I know if they said it to me, I would be with my headphones, because I know there are a lot of crazy people over there, and I would just put my headphones on, and I wouldn't, and some sunglasses, and I wouldn't care at all. I would be like like not in this world. And yeah, so this is my car, and I can't use it. It's practically useless. I want to use it, but I can't, and it really sucks. But just you have confidence from someone, and the person your seller ended up being a fraud, and I'm not gonna get into too much detail with that. But my favorite way of transporting myself and getting to places would be definitely driving for me. Walking is good for exercise. I mean, if you're close by, and I hear Google Maps is really good. I mean, I've been kind of like playing around with Google Maps, like trying to find the location of certain places, and I just like playing around with it like over and over millions of times, and that's very good, because that's why I'm very oriented. Like when I find myself in a certain place, and then like I feel like I'm lost, and that's why I've been able to guide, I guess, my mom when we're in like really sketchy places or somewhere in California, and I would tell her where we had to go and everything. I guess I've been pretty good at that. And when I was in Paris, France, I was really good in taking the transportation over there. I basically traveled through the whole city without no problems. I mean, did have some sketchy, dangerous, really dangerous experiences while I was taking the transportation system over there, but I don't know. I think it depends a lot in the location and the cities you're in and the places you're in. I guess I know Southern California is definitely a must driving city. You must have a car over there just to get anywhere in general. And oh my god, like I didn't like asking my mom for favors and everything, and she had to take me everywhere, and that kind of sucks in a way. But yeah, I have my driver's license, but now I don't have, my car doesn't work, and that's practically very useless.